How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to go into Ultimate 7. It is 7.0, and we're going to use the Symbiotes and just showcase them in the raids, which is where they're going to shine the brightest, I would assume. They're going to be a fantastic team everywhere, but some of their kit is specifically designed for raids in Dark Dimension. This is 7.0, so I know some people are up in 7.3, 4, 5. But I think the majority of the community is either at 7.1, 7.2, or under. Some people are still at Ultima 6, but a lot of people are still at Ultima 7 and 7.1. And they'll try and get 30%, 60%, still be pushing for 100%. So this isn't going to be a great indication of how they'll perform at 7.5. But I just want to show how much they dominate in 7.0. So I'm going to take this middle lane here. It's what I usually take. I either use Minerva or Black Bolt. A lot of times I'll use Minerva just for the revive because Scream is still pretty weak. And if she gets blown up by like a Mystique or something, it turns into a little bit of a situation where we can't revive her, and then we have to revive her after the round is done. So, but since the event is going on right now where you need to use bio characters to get the points, I'm going to use Black Bolt because he's bio, and the rest of these guys are bio as well. You can see the team is pretty strong. I've got all my other symbiotes. I think you can see them here. Yeah, this team. I've got Venom at 91, Carnage at 95, and then Symbiote Spider-Man at 108. And then Black Bolt is my strongest character on my roster. So it's a really strong team, certainly. But it still should showcase a pretty awesome thing that they're doing or how they're performing in the raids with all the healing, speed. And a lot of times the other side, you can count on one hand the amount of turns that they are allowed to take in any given node. So we're going to start it up here. I'm fine with going after Mystique here just because she really is the only one who can kill Scream. It's the only danger that we have. I guess we'll go over here now. She will bleed out. Mystique will. We're going to ability block Mordo just so he doesn't heal block us. Not that that would matter. And there's their first turn. So they've taken their first turn. Going to clear the evades there. We'll go ahead and apply a bunch of bleeds and get some speed. Kill off. And we'll go after the Mystique, because again, she's our biggest threat. And we'll finish up here. And this is node 1, so it's not really that big of a challenge. And it's 7.0. But as you saw, I believe they took one turn. It was shield operative. And she did her little stealth heal, so they didn't have any attacking abilities there. And we finished it off pretty easy. So going into the second node, I don't really expect anything different. Again, this team at this strength is just going to run over 7.0. And I'm assuming, I haven't really seen much, but at 7.1, 7.2, I'm guessing this could basically do the exact same thing. So they'll be able to take some more turns on this node just because they've got some speedy characters like Carnage. I don't really understand. I've never understood this. It's kind of a side note, but that Carnage gets to go, and now all of a sudden the other Carnage doesn't get to go. I don't know why. I don't really like the turn meter is a little bit off. So let's go ahead and just rewind over here so Scarlet Witch doesn't take a turn. And we will start picking on Sabretooth, because he should be able to get a turn here, I would assume. Unless I kill him off. And we'll get Scarlet Witch into the red. Hopefully chain. And we did. Let's go ahead and jump through. Get some more turn meter. And we'll target Vision just because he's got the defense up and I want to flip it. We'll go ahead and target Venom. Venom again. And see if we can get him into the red here. Not quite, but it gives us an opportunity to flip on vision over here and spread and get some turn meter. Okay, let's see if he doesn't dodge. He didn't. That's fantastic. And go ahead and chain. Chain again. I could be using my... You're noticing I'm using a lot of basic attacks just because... I just simply don't need to use anything else right now. So vision died there. And I believe, again, this node, they took one turn. The opening Carnage was able to ult. And there's really not much of a way to prevent that. But then the second Carnage got stunned and killed. And from there, I believe we just took him out. This is the first boss node here. And... normally, the opening wave of this boss node is pretty rough, and then the final wave of the boss node is pretty rough. I don't think there's any way for us to avoid the debuffs, and I actually kind of want to allow them to apply debuffs onto us, because this first wave, normally what they'll do is, Vision will ability block someone, Mordo will heal block everyone, Doctor Strange is going to go and offense down someone, and then Scarlet Witch is going to extend it all. And so a lot of times we'll have like 3 turns of heal block without a cleanse. And normally that's kind of scary. But with the symbiotes, it really seems as though they just take so many turns that it doesn't really matter. They'll just indirectly cleanse themselves because they have so much speed to work with. Okay, so you can see we've got 3 turns of heal block, 2 ability block, and 3 turns of heal block over there on Symbiote Spider-Man. So Symbiote Spider-Man and Scream both have 3 turns of heal block, which is not great. I'm going to go after the Vision to see if we can just remove him, because he's the one that's going to dodge everywhere. Let's chain this way to get some speed bar. Get a kill. Let's go after Strange, so he's not going to be flipping on us. And yeah, let's keep going at Strange. Got some speed bar there. And we'll finish up Scarlet Witch. Mordo's able to heal up, but we can spread all of this if Sentry wouldn't dodge anyway. All right, Mordo is gone. Let's go ahead and let's do an offense down, actually. It's our first, I think, anything else other than our basic on Scream. All right, let's ability block Magneto so he doesn't blind us. And we will chain the ability block. Hopefully, we did. And do we need to stun anyone? Let's go ahead and stun Pyro, just so he doesn't bleed on us. Or get bleeds to stick on us. And as you can see, we've still got heal block on Scream, but it has cleared on Symbiote Spider-Man. And none of the enemies have been able to take a turn since they did all of their debuffs. So Symbiote Spider-Man was at no risk. Scarlet Witch has been sitting at half health since then, but again, because the enemies haven't been able to take a turn, it really hasn't been much of an issue. And she will clear her heal block and heal up before anyone is able to take a turn and attack her. So there you go. Her heal block is now gone, and she's constantly healing with every turn everyone takes when they apply debuffs and when we kill someone. All right, we've got our final wave down. We'll clear the taunt. Let's go ahead and chain it this way. And we will chain it this way because we should get Jugs into the red. And there you go. So we've got kills all over the place. Let's go ahead and bleed Pyro. And bleed Pyro again. I think he might take a turn. Just kidding. Just because he gains speed bar every time he's attacked is the reason why I figured he might take a turn. But we'll go after Sabretooth now. See if we can death-proof him. Ooh, not quite. But we got the bleed on him, and he's dead. Now Drax is all that's left, and he's dead. So, they were able to take their opening turns to get all those debuffs on us with Vision and Mordo Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange and extended everything. But since then, after that, they did not take a single turn the rest of the match, I don't think. When I watch it back, I'll kind of check that out. But again, I don't think they took any turns. This is another pretty simple node. Again, I want to reiterate that this is 7.0, but I know there's over 1 million players playing this game, and probably 90 to 95% of people are not doing Ultimus 7.5 or even 7.4. I think there's a good chunk, the majority of the community is either on 7.1 or under. If you're above that, you're in a good alliance that is, you've probably been playing the game for quite a while. But there are a lot of new players that are in alliances that are doing this type of raid. We're a nice casual alliance that kind of just likes playing the game, doesn't take it too seriously, but we like to compete. We like to compete in war and raids. But we have not 100%ed 7.0, so we're just kind of stuck here, which is fine for now. One day we'll 100% it. But anyway, let's go on into this next node. I've got 2 nodes left for my current supply of energy, and I don't foresee any issues. Again, with this node, we'll have a stun available turn 1 for Symbiote Spider-Man. And this is a node where it's possible that the other side does not take a turn at all. We'll stun Hawkeye, I think, because him and Iron Fist have really high turn meter. So it is possible that they are going to be able to take turns. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, I was hoping that would kill her, but we got some turn meter. So Iron Fist is able to take a turn. So that's 1 turn for them. And Symbiote Spider-Man dodged, so that kind of sucks. Not a big deal. Start over here at Luke Cage, because we don't want him putting defense up on everyone. And let's finally do this first ability. I haven't done her. I don't think I had ever done her ultimate up until that point. I might have and might just not be remembering. Okay, we got Spider-Man down. We got Hawkeye down. And let's see if we can just punch through Ms. Marvel or clear her. That's also acceptable. I guess let's just keep going after her because she's going to taunt anyway when anyone else goes under. And then let's go after Hawkeye and the Archer because they are going to be the ones that go first. I probably should have gone after Archer there, but it's not a big deal. I will spread just to get them all into the red. And they're all dead. And now we've got Hand Sentry left, and he's no big deal. So, I think they took, again, 1 turn. I think Iron Fist was the only one that was able to take a turn, and that was it for that node. So far, I think we've done 4 nodes. I think 3 out of the 4 nodes, 1 enemy has been able to take 1 turn. And on the first boss node that we did, the first wave was able to take a turn, except for, I believe, Drax. So there was 4 turns taken on that first boss node total, and the rest, I think... That is my wife. I apologize. I will call her back. And we'll just let that ring out. Yeah, I think that was it. So I will go into this final boss or final node and see if we can do the same thing, and get them down to the point where they're only taking 1 or 2 turns for the whole match. So I am very confident that this will work in 7.1 and 7.2 very similarly to the way it's working here. So let's see. We've got Fury that just took a turn, and we've got Shield Trooper that just took a turn. And there's no way that we could have avoided that just because they spawn with speed up. Let's go ahead and kill the minions or the summons so they give us some speed bar and speed up. Trooper is dead. We'll go ahead and offense down Captain America because he's probably going to take a turn. We'll see if we can... Actually, he's not going to take a turn. We will chain the Disrupted and we'll get hit by Trooper, but he is not that was not a turn. Go ahead and stun the trooper and try to get a bunch of turn meter here. And we'll kill Merc's soldier just because he's about to take a turn. Let's go ahead and tap into Crossbones, the first one, because he is also about to take a turn. If you've noticed, we haven't used Black Bolt's ultimate at all. We haven't used it one time so far. It's been available. We just haven't needed it. If I ever do need it, we'll use it. If not, we'll just basic or special so people don't dodge. Characters like Spider-Man a lot of times need that special. All right. Let's finish off these Hydras and get the final wave to drop of this node. So far, they've taken 2 turns, but they were the only 2 turns that they took. And we couldn't do anything to avoid that because they took them on the opening turn before we were able to do anything. Now, these shield guys are spawning with speed up, so this could turn into an issue. We will see. We're getting some speed bar there. Okay, we'll get some speed bar here as well. And let's flip the speed up into a slow on Assault, because I don't really care if Fury takes a turn. That's actually going to help us. So we will, you know what, let's just go after Fury, just because I'm pretty sure we can just get him down before he takes a turn, as well as Crossbones. So I don't think, yeah, we're going to be fine. So this was, again, a node where they were only able to take their opening turns because we couldn't do anything about it. They spawned with speed up, but those were the only turns they took. I'll also record myself within this third boss node. The last 3 raids, though, I have been able to beat the third boss node with this team, and one time I was able to do it with everyone surviving. I will take out Black Bolt and put in Minerva for that one, just because Scream is at huge risk being at such low power, and I want to be able to revive her. The one where I didn't lose anyone by the end, Minerva ended up reviving twice. So characters are dying. A lot of times it's Scream, just because she's so weak. But that third boss node, even at 7.0, has given me headaches. Even with me putting in Phoenix and Black Bolt, and Hela and Symbiote Spider-Man and Emma Frost and Ebony Maw, all these meta characters, I still sometimes barely scrap my way through with a one-shot, losing 2 or 3 characters. So that is really impressive. I'll continue to film my U7.0 journey with the symbiotes, continue to rank up Scream, but I wanted to show you how impressive, really 2 things. Number 1, how much they strangle the other side to the point that they can't even take a single turn. The most amount of turns that the enemy took was this first boss node there, and it was their first, I think they took 4 turns, and they applied all those debuffs. Everyone else, all the other nodes, I think, took 1 single turn. 1 character took 1 turn, and then this last one we did, Fury and Trooper were able to take their opening turns because they spawned with speed up. So 2 turns on this last node, 4 turns on the first boss node, and 1 turn on the other 3, and that was it. I'll double check that, but I think that is the correct, those are the correct numbers. And if you can raid through U7.0 or 7.1, and the other side is only taking, you can count on one hand the amount of turns they get to take on any given node, that's unbelievable. So I'll continue to film it. This will not be the case on the third boss node. They'll take plenty of turns on the third boss node, but I want to showcase that it can be done even with a 37,000 power Scream. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. If you did like it, or if it helped you out, hit the like button. I post videos if I feel like I can help people or want to showcase something that I found. So I do intend on posting a few more videos each week. And so if you're interested, subscribe. If not, feel free to keep watching. Thanks, guys.